Hello, everyone. Welcome to Off the Charts, another episode of Dan's album analysis and rating. Today, I have my good friend Pascal, who I seem to be talking about on almost every episode. Here he is again. It was his suggestion to do Iron Maiden Somewhere in Time. How are you today, my friend?
I'm very good, very good. Thank you for having me. Can't wait to talk about Iron Maiden. This follows your infamous episode from a few weeks ago.
Yeah,
You put me in a really big Iron Maiden mood, so I thought what better way to go than to have a bit of a discussion with you about it.
perfect. So he suggested to me, like I said, by the way, you, the viewer, are in charge of these Wednesday episodes. So if you want me to do an album analysis, write them in the comments. And like I said, check out my Instagram. I'm now, as of today, I now officially have 1,500 vinyls. So there's lots to choose from. So check out that if you want an album analyzed and rated by me. And there you go. So I gotta ask you this first. Why this one? Why this album out of all the other ones? Is there a reason or?
Because when I was listening to all these albums, that's the one I started with.
Gotcha. Okay, that's it.
I just selected them at random, and first one was Somewhere in Time.
Perfect. Okay. Well, this is the first time I'll be doing a analysis and rating with someone else. So we're gonna try this way here. So before we do the song rating, Somewhere in Time. Here's the vinyl. Here's the CD. Somewhere in Time was released in 1986 on EMI Records, produced by Martin Birch, obviously. Do you know which was his last album he produced? Because he's retired now, huh?
Yes, I think it was No Rest for the Wicked.
No Prayer for the Dying?
No Prayer for the Dying yet.
Really? Okay.
I
Wow.
think. I'm not sure.
It's starting to make sense now. Um, so yeah, produced by Martin Birch here. You got Bruce Dickinson on vocals, Steve Harris on bass and bass synthesizer, Dave Murray on guitar, Adrian Smith on guitar synthesizers and background vocals, and Nico McBrain on drums. So we will be doing an analysis on this. And by the way, I was having fun again, just looking at the and there's some that I noticed that I never even realized. I'm like, oh, like on top of the Aces High bar, there's two airplanes from Aces High. I was like, couldn't see that.
Well, it
Very
helps when you
small.
have the vinyl, eh?
Yeah, that's the thing. So, all right. So, shall we do the song rating and analysis here?
Yes, we shall.
All right. So, since you're my guest, we'll do the first song. So, the first song is Caught Somewhere in Time.
Yeah, I have to keep my sheet not too far away. I don't remember my ratings by heart, but Caught Somewhere in Time, that's a good opener for me. I wouldn't call it anywhere near a classic, but it's a good song. A few oddities here and there, but yeah, a good one. I give that one a 7 out of 10.
All right. Well, that's not what to me, that's a great opener. I don't know if you remember this. Do you remember when we were in our band way back and I bought my bass and the first song I learned was Caught Somewhere in Time? And I said, I'm going to
Did you
go play
ever
this
play
for
it in
you.
front of us?
No, it was, I had bought my bass. I went home and practiced the song. I practiced it in front of you and you were like, okay, I guess we'll be all right there. Um, yeah, to me, it's a great opener. I absolutely love everything about it. Um, yeah, I'm giving that one a 10 out of 10. I really, really love that song. So
Awesome.
it's I it's a classic deep cut, if that makes any sense.
Well, yeah, it's not some. I don't think you find it in many greatest hits.
No. So to me, it's like a great deep cut there. So So
I
we,
still like it, but
I'm gonna write yours here too. So you said 7.
7.
All right, I gave it a 10 out of 10. Now we shall do Wasted Years.
Yep. That was a single. I love that song. I know it's a song that they played a lot on. They played the videos a lot on Much Music and stuff, or MTV, whatever. Um, I never got bored of it. It is kind of a commercial, more commercial song for Maiden. I find it super catchy, classy. To me, it never grows old. Adrian Smith, I think, penned this one,
Could be.
if I'm correct. So yeah, you gave the first one 10 out of 10. I give this one a 10 out of 10.
Well, so you do remember the video? Remember the first video of this song was friggin' boring because it was just them black and white, but then they did a second version with all the artwork.
Yeah,
Well, that was cool.
yeah.
Wasted Years is a good song, yes, but man, it's probably the song I'm most tired of hearing. Like the opposite of you. I'm
Totally
so
opposite.
tired of hearing that song. Um,
Uh, I love it.
but I'm gonna give it an 8. It's
Okay.
still a great song. It's just I can't I it's I'm like, oh, Wasted Years again. But for some reason, Run to the Hills, I have no problem with. Go figure, right? Probably that first video turned me off because when they redid the video with the artwork, I got a little bit more love out of it. And when I was listening to it last couple of days, I'm like, okay, it's a good song. I'm just like, I'm tired of it. But it's a great catchy song. That little.
Well, there's a reason why I mentioned it because I know that probably some people after a while would get tired of a song like this, uh, and that's why I mentioned. But I never got tired of it.
And
When I
that's fine.
listened to it back the other day, I was like, I still think this is a gem.
Like I said, the 8 is because I'm tired of it. So imagine if I wasn't tired of
Yeah.
it. All right. Sea of Madness.
Sea of Madness, that's what I would call a deep cut,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. I don't think it's on any greatest hits. A bit of a darker tune, I think, right, for the album. Um, uh, Darker, a bit slower, I think, than the first ones. I give that one an 8 out of 10. I really like it.
I actually like that song too a lot. Most people, when you hear either reviews online, I find that they don't like this song. And I don't know why.
Yeah, me neither.
I
Probably
love the
because it's a
song.
bit darker. I don't know.
It's dun, 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 dun. It's very like slappy bass too, like the rhythm there.
Yeah.
I love the song too, and I also will give it an 8 out of 10. To me, anyway, I'm not. I'll say something later on there, but yeah, like to me, that's a great song right there too. So 8 out of 10, but just because it's been a deep cut. It's always stayed a deep cut, and nobody ever talks about it except to bash it. I find.
Well, even when I was younger, it's a song I never really noticed that much. It's only lately in recent years I noticed, yeah, that's a really good song. Yeah, I guess it takes a while for this one, maybe.
See, I've loved it since the beginning. So go figure. All right, this one I can wait. Well, I can't wait. Heaven can wait. I can't wait to hear with this one. Heaven can wait.
Heaven Can Wait. I just find it an okay song. I'm really not a I've never really been a big fan of it. Uh, the chorus I find is kind of weird, kind of repetitive. not not a great chorus, not a great chorus for me. So it's not a song I hate, but it's not a song I love. 5 out of 10.
5. Okay, wow. Well, now for something completely different, as Monty Python would say, I love it. That's what I wanted to tell you. For me, side 1 is all great stuff, or the first 4 songs. I'm giving that one a 9 out of 10. I love it live. I love the chant when they bring out whoever's the opening band or roadies for their. It's gimmicky, doesn't really do anything for it, but it's just fun to see them bringing people out to do that chant. Um,
I'm not sure I've ever seen this song live though.
I saw it, oh my God, twice for sure. Once was with the No Prayer for the Dying tour because Anthrax was the opener for Persistence of Time, and they came out and sang the song. So I know they did it for that, and I'm sure I've seen it because I've seen people come out. Uh,
So yeah, the chant I don't mind for this one. I'm not a big fan of chants usually. This one doesn't bother me,
it's a
but
complete.
it's the chorus. I'm not a fan of the chorus. It's too happy.
Yeah, it's. I mean, heaven ain't a bad place to be. No, that's hell ain't a bad place to be. Anyway, try to make something clever was a failed. Okay, anyway, I'm giving that one a 9. Okay, wait, forgot to write down. You said Wasted Years, you gave it a 10. Sea of Madness was 8.
Yep.
And Heaven Can Wait, 5. All right. Now the next one, the side 2 or the second half, is where I am unsure of what you are going to pick here, except maybe one. So we're going to go first is The Loneliness of the Long Distance Runner.
I really like this song. It is a bit awkward, I find, in places, but it doesn't bother me. It's energetic. Um, yeah, it's got this weird long title.
Yeah.
I think it's taken from a movie or something. Um,
Oh, is it?
I think so. Don't quote me on this,
Mm.
but I think it is. I give it an 8 out of 10.
To me, also, I find the title dumb. I find the subject matter dumb. I mean, might as well do a song. What I mean, why is the long distance runner okay, but for them having soccer on Virtual 11 is bad? I don't know.
I,
It's a
I never
dumb
read the lyrics to that one, and with the title, I would assume they probably are talking about people running.
some guy jogging.
But to be honest, I never paid any attention to the lyrics. I
No,
never
neither
read
have I.
them.
I'm
So
gonna go read it after this there and see what this song's about. But I actually love it too. I'm giving that one a 9 out of 10. It's one of those nobody again talks about this song except for the dumb title. That's all I've
mm,
ever heard about this song. Is oh yeah, dumb title but good song. So yeah, I'm putting that one a 9 out of 10 for that one. Okay, so you gave that one an 8.
yep.
All right. Next up, Stranger in a Strange Land.
This is my favorite song off the album, so you can already know the mark I'm going to give it. I didn't we used to play it in the band?
We no, we
I remember I practiced it. It
you
was fun to
told
play.
me this is probably one, if not the only Maiden song you could play from start to finish because there was no need for a second guitar. Correct me if I'm wrong. And that's
Exactly
why
the
I learned
solo.
it on the bass too. I absolutely love playing this song too. So we practiced it, but you and I only, not as a
Okay.
band.
Yeah, love the song. It's the second single, isn't it? So
Uh,
I guess I'm a big
Second
fan of
video
the
for sure.
singles. Pardon
Uh,
me?
Second video for sure. Single,
Okay.
I'm not sure there.
Uh, so yeah, if there's a video, I would assume there's a single. But anyways, it's a single-ish kind of song, and I find this is where this album shines is with the singles. And yeah, 10 out of 10 for this one.
Guess what? Me too. 10 out of 10. I love playing this song, first of all. Okay,
Me
let me,
too.
there you go. I deleted my comment just by adding your, yeah, just a bump, 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 bump. And the video didn't hurt. That was a cool video. I I was actually when I did my episode, I actually watched those the early years, the documentary, the early years, the Live After Death one, and then Made in England. I'm looking whenever is part 4 coming out. I don't know, but when they're talking about somewhere in time, they're like, I wished, like Steve Harris is like, I wished we would have taped that concert because there's no footage of that show except for bits and pieces here and there, like they did
Yeah, it
with
looked
Live
like it was a
After
good one.
Death or Made in England, there. So
Yep.
anyway, yeah, 10 out of 10 for me also for that. Now, next up, Deja Vu.
Um, yeah, I've never been a fan of this one. Um, uh, it seems like it's kind of a speedy song, but with no energy, if that makes any sense. It's too frilly, too cute. Um, to me, I don't hate it. I wouldn't skip it, but to me, it's a 4 out of 10. It's a bad song, but it's not a song I hate. But not a fan.
I Okay, so four you said?
Yeah,
Okay. I also feel that this is my least favorite song of the album. And when I was doing my grading, like, oh, this is gonna be a really low score like yours. Then I listened to it. I'm like, okay, you know what? This isn't bad. It's
well, it's got a
not
good
bad.
chorus.
What's that?
It's got a good chorus,
Yeah, it feels like I've been
but
here before. But
yeah,
in my brain, it was like to me, it was just like a very big dud. Then because I play it like I've never skipped any songs. I'm like you, I don't skip songs. I play it, but I don't pay attention to it. Like it's like, oh yeah, it's just deja vu. This time I actually paid attention. I'm actually gonna give this one a 7. But ask me this without trying it, probably would have been a 4 like you. Like it there's nothing special about it, but I like I said, I listened to it, I was like, you know what? It's not bad. It's like it's the gangland of Somewhere in Time, if you ask.
I
The
had that in my comments before.
What's that?
I had that in my comments before when
And
I
I
took
don't
it up.
mind. I don't mind Gangland. I know it's the worst song on number. Not that I want to talk about Number of the Beast, but you know what I mean. There, it's still a good
Yeah,
song, but it's and Deja Vu is a decent song, but
yeah. I mean,
I liked it a lot
I
better a couple days ago. Than I have the last 20, 30 years.
yeah. It's not a atrocious song by any means. It's just to me, it's not a good song. It's got a good chorus, but the stuff leading to it, it's kind of meh to me.
That's fine. It's like I said, it's both our least favorite. You
Yep.
just hate it more than I do. But actually, I just like the last couple of days, I'm like, okay, it's not as bad as I remembered. Let me put it. That's what I meant there. Yeah. Okay, so 7 and 4. I gave it a 7. You gave it a 4. Okay. And last one, we're going to talk about Alexander the Great. And this one, I can't wait to see or hear what you have to say about this.
Um, it's a good epic song to be and when I was younger, I loved it a heck of a lot more than I like it now. But I still find it a good song. What I've always hated is I I can't help but hear the lyrics, and the lyrics are are crummy.
I know he's going to say that.
The
Folks, I've
lyrics are
known this guy for 30 years, and every time he talks about Alexander the Great, he whines about the lyrics.
the lyrics are crap.
I know. I know. It's like literally
It's
taken from a book, yeah.
exactly that's what I feel. It's like they could have done that same song about Jesus if they wanted to, and he was born in Bethlehem and blah blah blah, and told us the whole story. It's just about Alexander the Great. It's its whole story, and okay, but there's no poetry, there's no flair to the lyrics, nothing.
Mhm.
So I make to me it loses a point just because of that. Like I said, I'm not someone who studies the lyrics of Iron Maiden. It's just that this one I can't help but hear them, and I find them crummy. So to me, it's a 6 out of 10. I like the song. I hate the lyrics.
So if this was taken from a book, they could have. I think the Bruce is like, Steve. I think you should take out the word chapter one out of the lyrics. Chapter one is anyway. That was a dumb joke. Okay, I was like you, where I thought the lyrics were because you brainwashed it in my head for so long. Um, I thought it was an okay epic song. It's when I heard it live from that cover band, the Iron Maidens, the all girl maiden band, and they played at the Brass Monkey here, and they played that song. I was like, when I heard it live, that's why I did a wow. That song is fucking like the middle part there. It goes very prog at times. Um, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. I love the music, the lyrics, whatever. I'm not a lyric guy anyway, so I didn't hate it as much as you did for the
I
lyrics.
get, like I said, I'd give it a 7 if it was the music and the lyrics were equal. But
Yeah, no, I love the music, the lyric. I mean, the chorus. It is what it is. Somehow fans absolutely want to hear this live. I'm gonna go see these guys live in Montreal. Apparently, they're playing this song live for the first time. Well, not anymore. They're playing on this tour, but they're playing this song Alexander the Great live for the first time ever since
hmm.
this album. So
See, I'd like to see that too. Don't get me wrong. It's still a good song, but
but like I said, it changed my opinion when I saw the Iron Maidens play it live at the Brass Monkey. I was like, wow, I didn't realize how good that song was until I heard it live. So I wonder if that's gonna have the same effect when I hear it live. I don't know, but yeah, I'm giving that one a 9. I do like it, just a little bit. The lyrics are the chorus is just like I see what you mean with the chorus. The chorus to me, that's where it gets lazy lyrically. Alexander the Great, his name struck fear into hearts of men. Alexander the Great, he
he
was
died of
washing
fever
the
in Babylon.
dishes while sailing a boat. I don't know, like it's yeah, he died of fever in Babylon. That's another one that you love. I know that. Anyway, yeah, so 9 and 6. So what is your total out of 10 for the whole album?
My total is 7.25 out of
Mine
10.
is 8.75. I don't know if you remember, but this is my second favorite Maiden album. So
I didn't remember.
I
Kind of
think
knew it was high up there. I didn't know
I
which
think
place it was.
I'd have to rewatch my Maiden ranking, but I know I do love this album a lot. At the time, if you want look at this at a store, I don't find the album cover that great. Like the colors or something wrong, but it's when you start looking at all the details that's when I find that the album cover is amazing.
Yep.
That's me. I saw the cover and I just realized yesterday while watching this that Bruce Dickinson is holding a brain. I didn't know. I thought it was gloves.
Yeah, I never from the CD, which I have. I think I have the same as you, but
Yeah,
it's the two CD edition
the bonus tracks.
with the bonus
We will
tracks.
be talking about, yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah,
the cover is
I never I always wondered what he was holding in his hands.
it's a
Details are
brain.
too
Look,
small.
well, I guess it's full of Easter eggs. It's like I was looking for the data. What year, who produced it. I should have known this anyway, right? But it's still on Wikipedia, and there's a whole section regarding Easter eggs, and some of them like that's where I figured out about the two airplanes on top of the Aces High bar, but they're like super small, even on vinyl. So imagine on your CD. But I had so much fun just going through the whole album cover. But as a kid, when I first saw it, I was like, I don't know. But it's when you really look into it that it's very busy album cover,
Oh yeah, yeah.
very busy. All right,
So yeah,
and oh, go ahead.
so just want to say to finish that I've this album has grown on me a bit in recent years. It's an album I really like to listen, particularly for some reason in the summer. Probably because it's a singles album for me. The singles are just great.
Yeah.
I've never had a problem. A lot of people had problems when it came out with the keyboards and stuff. I never had a problem with the production or the keyboards. It's a bit lighter than what it used to be. It's a cleaner mix,
Uh-huh.
but I like it. So I like the album quite a bit.
Oh, I love it too. And I don't remember, I forget where we were going, but it was you in the car, Caron maybe. I forget who else, but we were probably going to see Maiden. Remember I did that little mixtape, the Devolution of Iron Maiden. And
I
I
think
had
so.
put a song of each album, okay? And I remember it was I forget what I put off of Peace of Mind, but I remember putting it was Back in the Village for Power Slave, and then I put something off of probably Caught Somewhere in Time, and then we all it's you don't notice the musical difference until you put a song from Power Slave and you put a song from Somewhere in Time right after, and we all went, "Oh, that's different." Like that was the only, and that was the only time. But put back in the village and listen to, I guess, Caught Somewhere in Time. I guess maybe that was it, and you could see like the keyboards, but they're very light. You just don't notice them. I find if you're listening to the whole album alone. But when you're listening to it to something right after like Power Slave, I was like, we were all in my car. We went, oh, that's a different sound. It just
Yep.
stood out. That's what I remember from that.
Yep. Yep.
So
Agreed.
okay, now did you want to add something? Sorry.
No, no, I just said I agree.
Okay, now we also bought all these albums on CDs back. You remember what year was this?
It came out around the time as the X Factor, I think, because it's got the X Factor in the back there. So I assume it's around the same time as X Factor.
Oh, oh yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. So go ahead. You want to comment on the bonus tracks?
Yes, let's do that. So there's four bonus tracks on this one. Well, four. There's maybe some live stuff that I didn't
I
take
only
note
have
of.
the four studio
Yeah.
tracks on this one.
So yeah. So I just noted about about the studio stuff. So reach out. I had to check for a lot of this stuff with the uh, what cover or whose band was doing this originally. A cover of the entire population of Hackney.
It's a cover.
Yeah,
Okay,
reach out
that
as a
part I didn't
cover.
know. I knew it was Adrian Smith singing, and you could
Yeah,
hear Bruce in the background. I thought it was an original.
I heard. I
No,
read this afternoon that it's the entire
written by
population of Hackney.
Colwell. It says written by Colwell.
Yeah, so it's not by
Okay.
them, but I find it's a great rocking song. I if we were to rate it, but not counted with the rest, it's an 8 out of 10 to me.
My sister loves that song, Reach Out. I remember when I had that little cassette single that was Reach Out, and I think it would no, it was Wasted Years with Reach Out and Sheriff of Huddersfield on it. Yeah, it's a great song. It's I just thought it was an original that didn't make the album. But yeah, you're right. It's always usually covers that they do.
Yeah, well, they have a few originals here and there.
Yeah.
Sheriff of Pottersville is an original, right?
Uh yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, that's what I have in my notes.
Yeah, because okay, well, we'll go number two. So anyway, yeah, Reach Out for me is a great song. I didn't put a rating on it, but
Yeah, yeah.
it's a great one. And and I love, see, to me that screams no ego. When you're like, Adrian, why don't you sing a song and then I'll just do the backgrounds? And I thought that was great. I know that Adrian Smith has sung before here and there. He's also, and that's why I wanted to, I mentioned at the beginning, Adrian Smith guitars and background vocals, which was a hint to reach out. But I know he does background vocals from time to time too.
Does he sing on the ASAP album? Do you know?
That's him singing. Yeah,
Okay,
I have that. I listen. Yeah, it's on vinyl too.
no doubt.
It's it's okay. I'm just gonna say that. Okay. Next one was who Juanita. I don't know how you pronounce that there.
Juanita, and that's a cover too.
Juanita. That's how you say it. Juanita.
Juanita.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
is
it's a good.
S. Barnacle and D. O'Neill. I don't know who that is.
The band apparently is Marshall Fury.
See, any bands out there, you want to do covers? Do covers we've never effing heard of. End of story. I'm actually doing making an album, an episode regarding albums, covers albums coming soon. I got a lot to say regarding covers, but yeah, go on. Sorry, I cut you off there regarding Wanita.
No, that's good. I find it a good song. Marshall Fury apparently is the are the originators. Yeah, good song.
I've never even heard the name of that band. Like,
Me neither.
what was it again?
Marshall Fury,
Okay, Marshall Fury. Yeah, Wanita is a great song too. What was your rating for that one? Just for
7.
okay, yeah, yeah. It's my least favorite of the four, but still, it's good. Like it's a solid 7, I guess, for me too. There,
Hmm.
yeah, good one too. Wanita. Next up, Sheriff of Huddersfield.
Yeah, so that's an original. It's a little funny song about Rod Smallwood, I think.
I think so.
Their manager. Yeah, it's a nice little. I can't. I don't even remember how it goes, but it's kind of a silly one. 6 out of 10 to me.
The Sheriff of Huddersfield locked in his castle. Da, da, da,
Yeah.
da. It doesn't sound tight. That's only my only beef about it. It doesn't sound tight. But another, you'll again, Pascal's gonna be like, you remember such stupid stuff. In my last year of high school, me and my friend Steph and some other guy, we did an air band, and we didn't do Sheriff of Huddersfield. That's not where I'm going with this. But his name was Sheriff, his first name. And then I remember one time just at school, we were just singing the Sheriff of Huddersfield. And I remember once, well, don't shame on this guy. This I was like, okay, sorry. I won't sing that song. I I think it's a funny song. It's a great song. I'm singing the damn chorus right now. It's Iron Maiden's best funny song, if that makes it. Like they've done a lot of dumb funny songs, like Black Bart Blues and Roll Over Vic Fella. To me, this is the best of
Oh
the
yeah.
dumb songs, if that makes any sense there.
I would agree.
Yeah, 7, 8. Like I enjoy it.
Yep.
And last one, That Girl, right?
Bad Girl. That's a cover from FM.
FM?
Yep. AOR band from England, I think.
Okay, so there's two FMs. There's one from Canada and there's one from.
Yep.
Okay, I
Yep.
know who they. I know of them. I like the Canadian one. I don't know anything of the UK one.
I yeah. I love this song so much. I give it a 10 out of 10. It made me buy the album
Of
uh,
FM.
of FM with that song on it.
I did not know. I wouldn't go as far as 10 there. Maybe an 8 for me there. But are you like me? But like from Power Slave, this one, that's where they had the best B-sides as a whole.
I'd have to check it. I know we had this discussion
Like this one
a
has
few days ago.
four great ones.
Yeah. I don't remember which ones. I just remember that, and we had this discussion a few days ago. The X Factor has like 4 or 5 really good ones.
Hmm.
So yeah, and of course it never came out in that format, so I don't have them. So
I
um,
have. I guess I got them off of iTunes. Like there's Doctor, the Who, whatever, and 3 bonus tracks.
yeah, I don't remember by heart where all the B singles are coming from. But yeah, definitely in somewhere in time has some of the best ones I find.
Yeah, to me, like Power Slave, Somewhere in Time. Even surprisingly, was it No Prayer or Fear of the Dark? No, it's got to be No Prayer, I think, because Fear of the Dark. It's whatever. But yeah, to me, that's the highlight of their B sides was Somewhere in Time, and just the one before that with Power Slave. So
Mhm.
cool.
Great
All
stuff.
right. Well, there you go, folks. So I gave it an 8.75 out of 10, and you gave it a 7.25.
7.25.
There you go. which is, I guess, what I was expecting there. Overall, there, like I said, I love that album, and well, there you go. So there you go. So this will be our little. I gotta read it off. Dan's album analysis and rating. So again, if you have any suggestions, let him know. Let me know in the comments, and let us know what you think of this album here. Also in the comments, do you love it? Hate it? I know I've been talking a lot about Maiden of late. I've been wearing this shirt. I don't know how many times there, but anyway, let us know in the comments here. Great suggestion. I'd like to thank again my friend Pascal for joining me for this. And on that note, I guess I was thirsty, so have yourselves a great whatever, and we shall see you guys next episode. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye.